Hi there, welcome to Money Box by Rookie Manager. My name is Kelly. Today we are going to talk about car insurance. This was a question that was asked by Miss Mandy, who is a fantastic vlogger and content creator. Check out her content on the link in the description box. Now, Miss Mandy asked me to talk about how to buy car insurance in Kenya, and this is a bit of a long post and has a lot of points you want to be noting down. So grab a notebook and let's do this. Okay, so let's talk about car insurance in Kenya. First, why do we buy car insurance? The first reason is that it's the law. The Traffic Act does not allow you to drive a car that does not have car insurance. This is why whenever you're in traffic, you'll see traffic policemen walking, checking the windscreen of your car. They want to see that if you have valid insurance. Failure to have valid insurance is a crime. The police has a right to tow your car and charge you in a court of law with a traffic offense, which you may be fined for or even be sent to jail. So first, you want to follow the law. The second reason why we buy car insurance is, of course, to protect ourselves financially should something happen to the car. And here there are two levels of protection. One, damage to your car, and secondly, damage to other third parties in case you cause an accident. And this could be passengers in your car or even other motorists and other vehicles. So those are the two reasons why we buy car insurance. There are different types of car insurance in Kenya, and I want us to quickly run through the three main types and why you'd want to take each of the types. The first and the least amount of cover is what we call third-party insurance. Now, this is the minimum, cover that you'd get to stay within the law. And the reason why third party is called third party is because it doesn't protect you and your car. It protects all other third parties that may be involved or harmed in an accident that you've caused. So say, for example, you're driving and you hit another vehicle, and you cause damage to that vehicle, and maybe even somebody gets injured. Then third-party insurance pays for the damages caused to that vehicle and any injuries to the third person, but it does not protect you or your car. So you have to pay for your own costs. Why would you want to get this kind of cover? One, if you're broke and you just want to, do the bare minimum, then third-party insurance is the most advisable because it's cheapest. Secondly, if you're driving your car within a restricted area, say an institution, for example, you may want to get third-party insurance. The third reason is if your car is really old. Most insurance companies limit the period within which you can get comprehensive insurance to 15 years or so. So if your car is older than 15 years, then you have no choice but get third-party insurance. But also it means, as I've said, you'll be exposed. If something happens to your car, you have to meet the costs of repairing that car. Now, the second type of insurance is third-party fire and theft. This one works just like the third-party insurance cover I've described, but it covers you in case your car is stolen or it is destroyed in a fire. These are the two instances where the insurance company will reimburse you should your car get stolen or your car be damaged by fire. The third type of insurance is what we call comprehensive insurance. It is the most common for personal car owners. Like the name suggests, this is the most comprehensive of all motor insurance products you can get in Kenya. It covers damages to your car in case you cause an accident, damages to other people's cars should you cause an accident that damages their cars, any liability that may arise from mistakes you make on the road. Say, for example, you cause an accident and somebody is injured, that person could and has the right to sue you in a court of law for you to be able to reimburse them for the trouble you've caused and any injuries you may have caused. A comprehensive insurance cover takes care of those costs to a limit. And then finally, your passengers who may be injured in an accident, excluding your immediate family members, will be paid. Their medical costs will be covered by a comprehensive insurance cover. Please note that a comprehensive insurance cover does not cover for your medical expenses or even your immediate family's medical expenses in case of an accident you have caused. So it's important to ensure that in addition to that, you have a decent medical cover or a personal accident cover that covers the immediate family that consistently use your car. So far we have reviewed why we get cover. We have reviewed the three levels of insurance. That's third-party insurance, third-party fire and theft, and comprehensive insurance. If you take a comprehensive cover, there are certain sweeteners or add-ons that you should make sure are included in the cover, often at a little extra cost or no cost at all. The first is a terrorism cover. I mean, this was not, an issue for Kenyans, but, you've seen what has been happening of late. You want to be protected should there be a terror attack and your car is damaged. The second thing you want to include is windscreen cover. Many standard motor insurance covers do not include the windscreen for some reason. So include that as a separate item. Then rescue or recovery services. This could be AA or Informa. Some companies will offer this as a free add-on. Others will offer it at a very small cost, like 2,000 shillings a year. I have found that this is beneficial because if your car breaks down and you need this service, sometimes you may end up paying as much as you usually pay in insurance to get, your car towed to a safe place or to the mechanic's place. The other thing you should make sure it includes is political violence, again, because of our circumstances. A courtesy car, this is in case there's an accident, they give you a car that you'll use for a number of days. And then the other one is a disability clause. Should you get disabled in an accident, there are benefits, especially if you don't have a personal accident cover. Then in terms of general tips on how to buy good insurance in Kenya, I usually advise that you go through a reputable agent. Usually an agent is a representative of an insurance company or a number of insurance companies. So they sell insurance on behalf of the companies, but never ever pay your premiums to an agent. Make sure the M-Pesa transaction or the check or the cash goes directly to the insurance company that you're insuring with. They are not authorized to take payments on behalf of the insurance company. But what an agent does is, one, they'll give you quotations from different companies, and two, they will be your advocate should an accident happen and you need to file claims and so on and so forth. And then thirdly, of course, some agents, the really good ones, will have reminders. They'll remind you when insurance is due. Sometimes they may be able to negotiate good premiums for you based on the business they're giving the insurance company. And then finally, they may be able to negotiate installment payments. So don't just get a sticker and run with it. Make sure you get a policy document when you sign up to insurance and read all the exclusions and make sure that it covers all the essentials, before you pay. Remember, these things don't come, automatically. You have to ask for them. You have to advocate for yourself. So if you've not had any claims, ask your agent, if you're entitled to any discounts and if you can pay your insurance in installments, because then this makes it easier on your cash flows, because if you're driving expensive cars, the insurance premium can be pretty hefty. There are some things that comprehensive insurance does not cover. I have already mentioned that it does not cover your injuries or those of your immediate family. The others are, civil unrest. So if there's a war or civil unrest in the country, they will not cover that. They don't cover what they call acts of God. So these are events that are beyond all our control. For example, floods, they will not pay you in case of that. They do not cover you in case of intentional damage. So if they investigate and realize that you intentionally damaged your vehicle, they will not pay you for that. It is very important when an accident happens that, one, you do not admit liability. They always advise that it is up to the police to decide who was at fault. Secondly, ensure that the police assesses the scene of the crime before you move your car. And third, that they take a report. And then once they do that, you go to the police station, you get an abstract, and then you go report to the insurance company within 7 days of the accident. If you do it later than that, they may end up disallowing your claim. So it's very, very important to follow these basic 4 or 5 rules, but also look at the exclusions in your policy cover so that you're then not making a claim and discovering that you're not eligible to the insurance after paying your premiums. The other thing to consider when you're buying and using motor insurance is there are instances when you may make a claim and it will be rejected. And these instances are either when you lie on your application form, so you give inaccurate information about your vehicle or what you have put into your vehicle. We have instances where some insurance companies say that they will not cover you if you have made modifications to your vehicle, for example, spacers and such things. So if you lie and say you don't have these modifications, and when you get into an accident, the investigator or the assessor finds that you've done these things, they may refuse to take responsibility for any damages. If you lie about the incident that for which you're claiming, so if you lie in your claim form, again, the insurance company may investigate and then disallow your claim. The other reason why they may disallow your claim is if you're driving on an expired insurance, or if you've given your car to someone who is not authorized to drive, if you do not report the accident on time. And then finally, if you're driving on an expired driver's license, or your car is being driven by someone who doesn't have a valid driver's license, the insurance company may turn around and say that they are not liable for the damage that you have caused. Finally, how do we know that an insurance company is good, or how do we pick a provider? Say your agent has given you a number of quotations. The best way to do this is to first check the reputation of the insurance provider. Thankfully, in this age of social media, you're able to reach out to people on Twitter or on Facebook and ask what has been their experience getting claims from that insurance provider. The second thing is, of course, their customer service. If they have bad customer service, when you're buying insurance, they are likely to have bad customer service when you need them to pay your insurance. Thirdly is to look at the financial strength of the company. At the very basic, we have listed insurance companies that publish their figures, but also we have the Association of Kenya Insurers. They put up, data on how much the insurance companies are making in revenues and in profits and so on and so forth. So look at the company you're buying from and make sure that it's at least, in the top 5 of insurance providers. And then finally, that their premiums are reasonable. Please note, I am not saying that the premiums should be cheap, because often the cheaper the premiums, the lower the quality of cover, but they should be commensurate. They shouldn't be too high or too low. They should be commensurate to the level of cover you're given. This is why it's important to do comparison shopping to make sure that the premium is reasonable and that the provider is good enough. I just want to remind you money-saving tips when buying insurance. One, ask for discounts. If you're a good driver, if you've not made any claims in the past, ask for a no claims discount. 2, ask if the insurance lowers premiums if you've installed certain devices. Some insurance companies will give you lower premiums if maybe you have anti-theft devices or car tracking devices. Ask about that, and if the cost is lower than the benefit, then go for it. Third, use an agent. They will be able to give you different quotations so that you can easily comparison shop. You can also go with online cost comparison tools. I think there are certain companies that are offering this service now, but just shop around. And then finally, make sure you ask to pay in installments. We are trying to manage our cash flows. When you pay it up front, you may end up feeling that in your monthly cash flows. So the ideal would be that you save for insurance little by little every month. But sometimes we don't always do this. So ask, can I pay this in 3 months? Can I pay this in 2 monthly installments, interest free? Remember, they are in business and they are all competing and they want to win your business. So ask ask, and make sure that your cover protects you fully. Okay, so that's it. That has been a long video. I wish you all the best. If you have any questions about car insurance, comment in the comment section. If you like this content, please hit the subscribe button and share with your family and friends. Until next time, goodbye.